This is a 2008 Nissan 350z, but it's not just any Z. I bought it directly from a salvage auction with front end damage and a bent frame. Let's get it home and see what I got myself into. Back at the DM Details headquarters, I cannot believe I landed this thing. This was one of my childhood dream cars, so it's pretty surreal to see that it's finally here. Buying it was a huge risk, because I don't even know if this could be repaired, but let's get it to the frame shop. And they wasted no time getting this thing straightened out. Back home from the frame shop, there's one major issue we ran into, but before I explain it, let's get this busted fender off. So the issue is when the frame was being pulled into place, it got a bit cracked up, so it'll need to be cut into and welded. This isn't for the faint of heart. Now that the framework is mostly done and things are lining up, we can move on to this engine damage. This crank pulley got messed up from the accident, and because of that, the auction site listed engine damage, which helped me win this car for a little bit cheaper. So this pulley was being a huge pain and it didn't want to come off. We ended up having to use a chain tool later on, but in the meantime, the frame's got to be protected from rust. I messed around with this front crash bar for a while to try to get the radiator support to fit in the right place, and boom, just like that, it's starting to look like a car again. One of the most expensive parts of this rebuild is sitting right behind me. I've got to take a second to interrupt the video to tell you about Avalon King ceramic coatings.
Hey kid, I got something for you.
Try this once, all your problems go away. Click the link in the video description and get protected, boy. Plus, it'll help support the channel. So what are you waiting for? Oh, it just looks so good in person. These hood hinges are really bent up, so it's gonna take a ton of adjustment. And then this fender is not in place yet, so this gap will obviously not look anything like that. As you can tell, I'm pretty stoked with this carbon hood. It looks good with the aftermarket headlights. As far as the intakes, the factory ones were destroyed, so I decided to go aftermarket. I threw on that front bumper real quick with some zip ties because I just want to drive it for the first time ever. When I saw this interior, I was hooked. Yo, this thing is sick, dude. It just has instant torque. It's such a cool sound. Oh my, just listen to it. I got back, I threw in a new airbag, but if only it was that simple. This was a mission of its own, so strap in. When I got the old bag off, I noticed the plugs were melted on, which means the whole clock spring needs to be swapped. Not only that, but I need to fix the locked up seat belts too. Then and only then can I pull out the whole airbag module and have it reset. But while I'm waiting for those parts to come in, I'm gonna button up these fender liners. With the fender liners buttoned up, I wanted to try some aftermarket wheels on, but they wouldn't fit because of this little metal piece that hit the back of the wheel. So after installing that, it pushed the bumper out even more. So I gotta really find those clips to hold it in place. See, it just kicked it out. I think because it's pushing forward from here. But with the clips in, you could even see the clips missing, and probably that one. It looks so much better with those in there. You can't see all the stuff behind. Connect the battery right about there. If this right here goes kaboom, then this will be an interesting video. Move the seat back all the way just in case. So that clock spring I installed was a little bit different, and the car is throwing a ton of lights up on the dash. And because the vehicle thinks that it's losing traction, it's applying the brakes on its own, which is pretty scary while driving. I bought this Foxwell tool to reset some different airbag sensors and hope that fixes it. Okay, I'm now driving it without any of those lights coming on, so I'm thinking that we're fixed here. Just have that tire pressure light to take care of. I ordered another one. It looks like the correct part, but hey, we'll find out soon. It drove normal for a little bit, but that issue came back. If you happen to be doing this, you want to line up this steering angle sensor, the inside here, this big tab, and this little tab. Basically, as the clock spring spins, that's going to keep your steering angle sensor spinning. The truth is, you probably shouldn't do this. Just go have fun with your dog or something. But that pretty much wraps up the rebuild. Be sure to tune in to the next video where we do an in-depth detail on this Nissan 350z and get it looking a whole lot better. This is a rags to riches story that you won't want to miss. So be sure to like this video and subscribe. Peace. Well, I guess this is it. It's time to ride off into the sunset. Just with all my engine lights and my crack. Click one of those videos in front of you.